Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Are we in the same seats?
That's hack.
Muggles.
Accidental rib job in the park.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Or am I just being cynical?
Muggled it up on fucking Mugglepedia.
Where have you been since 9/11? One thing I don't miss about Kai is that whenever we do our podcast together, he always opens up with a really fucking annoying song, and that's something I very much appreciate.
Blue moon.
Hello, it's Cream back with Garth. Sorry I missed Monday's podcast, but I was over getting absolutely fucking cunted in Australia for Crusher's wedding. Nick Cody got married, and I was told by 4 people separately before the wedding that no matter how funny I thought it would be, that I was not allowed to object at the wedding. 4 separate people who didn't know about each other approached me and was like, look, as funny as you think it is,
that's amazing,
don't do it. And neither of them was Crusher or his fiance.
Wow. Do you think they told people to tell you?
No. Because when I told Cody about it, I told Cody about it before the wedding and Luch. And I told them, I was like, 4 people have approached me and said not to do it. And they were like, that's amazing. It would be funny though. And I was like, that's why you guys are a wonderful couple.
Oh, you should have. That would have been great.
Oh yeah. Well, there was really no opportunity. Like, there was, it was.
They didn't do the whole, if anybody objects to this thing?
No, there's, because Luch is very, very, lovely and liberal and left wing. The only bit at the start was when, before they got married, she wanted whatever the fucking minister's called when you don't have a Christian wedding.
A humanist?
Whatever, yeah.
I don't know.
She was like, Luch and Nick would like it to be known that they think marriage is for everyone, and it was just her saying that, it's annoying that gays can't get married in Australia. So that was the only time that I could have objected.
Actually,
no.
I agree.
No, actually, it's blasphemy, and it's disgusting, is what it is.
Oh, damn right.
I don't think it was a very fun wedding. I got absolutely smashed for a 3-day. I realised that from the Friday night until Monday afternoon, I did not drink a single drink that was an alcoholic. Like, even when I woke up in the morning, I was just like, and just cider or wine, whatever was beside me.
Ace.
I was pretty mint. What'd you get up to? Heard you spewed.
Yeah. Yeah, I went out on Monday afternoon, 2:00. Had me some rum and apple juice. All of it.
Yeah. All
of it in Edinburgh. Fucking, it was so weird. Like, I was fine for, I don't spew a lot, and I was fine for.
Was it a tactical chunder?
Aye.
See,
because I was fine, and then I was fucked in 1 second, and I was like, "What has happened?" And everyone was like, "You drank loads," and I was like, "No, that doesn't make sense."
Yeah, no, there's no science that can prove that that's the case.
You're not a who are you? But I was just kind of like really out of it, and I had a bottle of water, and I went, "That's not helped." And I went, "Fuck it."
So it was it was the water.
Yeah.
Look
next to my drinks.
All right, killed Leah. What's her face from back in the day?
Oh yeah,
the Eki girl chick. Water kills people, mate.
Yeah.
Drowning, torture.
Yeah.
Fucking my waterboarding. It's dangerous. Yeah.
Nobody's ever survived a water birth.
Yeah, everyone talks about
scientific fact.
Everyone talks about water births, but they never talk about water abortions.
No.
I guess it's not.
They're as effective. I think. If you get a strong enough hose.
Oh, maybe we should just give the podcast back. I was about to say we should give the podcast back to Kai and Stanley because our banter is now getting brutal. But they made a bunch of horrific Muhammad Ali jokes.
Oh my God.
Was not.
No. I listened to it today.
My name's on this podcast, guys.
Yeah, I listened to it today. It was good.
Well, what I've noticed is how important I am to Kai because I'm the one that reins him the fuck in. Stanley's not helping.
No. Stanley's feeding the flames.
Oh, it was that fire? Let me just get some gasoline and a fan. Kidding. Stanley doesn't have any fans. They've been slagging us off, so this is really the only rebuttal.
Yeah. I mean, I was in the corner for a long time after Muggle Corner. I felt a lot of fucking shots fired. And let me just say, it's fucking lucky Kai's out there doing jiu-jitsu because when he comes back, I'm going to fucking bash him. Ginger cunt.
If you don't know Gareth's ginger, that's why that's funny.
Yeah.
So you spewed.
I spewed out the back of the stand. Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, and to cover it, I don't think Stanley and Kai fully covered it at the last podcast, but the bit I did from Love Actually at Cody's wedding was the bit where, he only films the wife. I did that, but I only filmed Cody for the whole wedding, so I'm going to edit that together and release that.
I've got to confess, I'm in Kai's boat. I genuinely, when you just say the Love Actually bit, I assumed the bit with the cards.
What, you reckon that was my fucking best man speech?
Well, no, I
just stood there.
I thought you maybe just...
Dear Cody, you didn't ask me to be your best man. Yeah. Can't believe I've got away from it for so long.
Dear Keira Knightley, let's have an emotionless kiss after this.
Yeah, just be standing on stage. Tell them it's
Fuck my best mate. This is romantic, isn't it? Anyway, I'm off to kill zombies.
Yeah, Love Actually. I mean, I'm partial to a shitey love film. And
I love 500 Days of Summer.
Oh, is that a love film though?
I guess not. Actually.
No, it's not. It's kind of an anti-love film.
He's a ghost.
Yeah, Love Actually, I think I really enjoy it, but fuck me, he's not all loving that movie.
No,
I was.
She's a bit of a bitch.
Aye, and fucking Snape fucking cheats on
Aye, that's brutal.
Yeah, that's a really brutal thing, and she just gets past it because she.
The Prime Minister is inappropriate with his staff member.
Oh, Hugh Grant, like. Do you reckon the level of narcissism that David Cameron has, because Hugh Grant's character is called David, he's like, it's based on me. Yeah. You're like, no, it's not. No. He stood up to America.
Yeah.
It didn't just, David Cameron, you didn't stand up to America at all. You spat on your own asshole because you were sick of them going in dry.
Do it, George. And the little boy, do he not get ditched?
Oh, he kisses her at the airport and...
Player.
Oh, he kisses her. Yeah, I kiss her at the airport. Then we come back, and she kisses him. And Liam Neeson is going to get together with her mum, because they're like flirting.
First of all, he's a pedo pimp.
Yeah.
Second of all,
he's an absolute pedo pimp. Like you said,
he's getting high on his own supply.
Oh, that was big Kai's term for coming in your own mouth. Getting high on your own supply.
I know that. I've saw the movie.
No, it's not that me and Kai come in our own mouths. We come in each other's. No, it's no.
Hey, let's just pause that here.
Yeah.
Call back.
But that bit in Love Actually, he's getting together with. He's just pimped out his son to this girl, and then he's now getting together with her mum. So he's just gonna make them be like weird stepsisters and brothers in love with each other.
No, I've made you fall in love, but now you're brother and sister.
Enjoy it.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, and also if next time you go on holiday and someone takes you, I'll be miffed.
Oh,
slightly miffed.
I'll not be pleased.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll not come get you. I don't have the air miles, but.
I hated Taken 2. You know why? It was terrible.
Because there was no need for it.
No need. The whole film was terrible. But at the end, what's the line the daughter says? It's something like, "We'll try not to get kidnapped this time." And they all go, and they all laugh. I was like, fuck up, you were just kidnapped.
Yeah, dead. Yeah, too quick for Bants.
Yeah, like way too soon. Zero chill on that bitch.
Yeah, that's like someone who survives 9/11 being like, oh, might try and miss my flight tomorrow. It's been a day, Stephen. It's been a day. Like, stop making people they're still pulling bodies out. You know, I didn't know about 9/11 for like 4 days.
I think I was the day after. I was the day after. I did not tell you because it was your birthday.
Well, no, I was on my
Don't tell me, I'll be upset. It's what I wished for.
It is what I wished. I don't think they wanted me knowing I had superpowers. No, it's because for those of you that don't know, my birthday's on September the 11th, and it was when I was 11 years old. My primary school was on like a week-long trip where you go like rock climbing and spelunking and learn loads of shit. Spelunking. So it happened on my birthday. So I woke up and all the teachers was like, happy birthday, and there was cake.
Yeah.
And then like it must have been like 12 in the afternoon or something. We were driving somewhere and all the teachers turned the music off and put the radio on. And the kids were like, what's going on? None of us having the ingenuity to just listen to what the radio was saying. And all the teachers just got sad for like a day, and then sad for like another day, and like we're just like, what's this is gone weird. And then I didn't get back until the Friday, And my parents were like, here's your birthday present. And also, by the way, shit went down twice.
Yeah. I remember I was sitting in
I'd have minute silences on my birthday for ages.
Oh.
And I was so young and horrible that I was like, well, this is bullshit. And they're like, Daniel, people died.
Loads of them. I was at school, I remember like a week after, and it was on a flight path, and in the middle of a French lesson, a plane like flew over the school, but we could hear it. And the teacher stopped mid-sentence and was like, and then she put her hand on her chest and went, oh, thank God. And we were like, hold on. You think fucking Al-Qaeda's coming for a high school in Pennycook out of all the places they could get? And she was really, oh, thank God. Like, she was so relieved. And it panicked all of us. We were like, fuck, is it happening? We were like, of course not. Of course ISIS isn't attacking fucking Pennycook.
Jesus Christ, it's flown all the way to
capital city like 4 miles away.
Oh, I didn't have the fuel, mate.
We'll just do this, whatever this place is.
I remember a couple of years after 9/11.
It wasn't a big school. It's a small school.
Yeah. What does George Bush have against Pennycook High School?
Learning French, they're freedom fries.
A couple of years after 9/11, I was on a French exchange trip to Paris, surprisingly.
Okay.
Did it once in Germany, dead weird. And we're up the Eiffel Tower, and just a pigeon flew up, and I thought it was a hand grenade. Another interesting point, we were like the first level of the Eiffel Tower, so hell of a throw.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you've earned your kill.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Yeah. You wanted to kill me more than I wanted to not die, so you win this round and all future rounds because I'm dead.
Well, I would really want to take the Eiffel Tower. Just throw it up. Why would you throw it at the bombs? Like, collapse? No. All right, scientist Bob.
Yeah, all right.
I'm going to throw it.
Look, if I had 2 hand grenades, I would have done that.
Have you seen me throw? I could reach the top. No, you couldn't. Watch me.
No, it's just a pigeon.
Pigeon bomb.
Fucking pigeon bombs. That would be an interesting...
It was in Worms.
Was it?
It was a homing pigeon. That was a weapon.
Oh, are you not thinking about the super sheep?
That was also a weapon.
Yeah, I loved Worms.
It's fucking great.
I've still got it. We can play a game after this.
We can play it now.
I fall off the podcast.
Yeah.
So finish your spew story.
I mean, there's not really much to it. Matthew Ellis.
So how long have you been drinking for?
Since 2 p.m.
And why? Six Nations? Oh, no, it's Monday.
Not even, just
You were drinking from 2 p.m. on a Monday?
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm not one to talk.
Yeah. But I didn't drink anything that wasn't alcohol for 4 days. You were drinking at 2 on a Monday. All right, judgy.
But I was not drinking on the 2 that Monday, so...
Yeah. I just went and met up one of my mates, Gus, and we were playing pool, and then we decided to head along to Red Raw.
Red Raw, for those of you that don't know, is a beginner's night and new material night at the stand in Edinburgh, which
Actually, I hope some of the acts that were on that night were listening, because you were all fucking diabolical.
Was it not a good...
Not even close to
which is rare, because normally the stand of the Red Raw stand is
normally
fucking stellar.
Good. 2 of the acts in the first section, 2 out of the 4 acts
Are you genuinely bitching about comics on this podcast?
Yeah.
All right.
2 of them said the phrase, "I'm sorry I've depressed you all so much," and left. It was the saddest thing I've ever seen.
2 people had the same closer.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Didn't work the first time.
No, he delivered it wrong. He didn't have a sad enough face.
Yeah. So I got smashed and sat through the back, pissed in an instant, and went, right, I need to spew. I saw Matthew Ellis, your roommate who was comparing, I saw him go towards the toilet, and I went, oh, fuck, he's went to the toilet and I want to spew. So I ran out the back, and he was standing there smoking, and I just spewed right past him. And he went, bathroom. He was doing Jellybean's character.
I can't remember the last time I spewed, and that's not my way of saying I've not spewed recently, because I spew a fair bit when I'm drinking.
Aye.
But I was just so drunk I can't remember it.
Yeah.
So I always have it one, and it's always, I can drink and drink and drink, but it's always shots that fuck me. I can drink more than most people, but shot, it's not because the alcohol content. I've got it tastes gross.
Horrible. It tastes horrible.
No matter what, I used to be able to do some. I remember when I was younger, I used to be able to do like 4 shots of Glen's vodka straight, and just be like, wouldn't touch the sides. And then just now, I had a cafe Patron the other. Last time I was up on the podcast with Eric, we went out and got drunk. I drank like 9 cocktails, 7 pints, 2 gin and tonics, and American gin and tonics, the big ones. So I was quite drunk. and just one shot a Cafe Patron, and my body just went, oh, just go have a
Straw that
look.
broke the camel's
Oh,
belly.
and I do that thing where you go, apparently if you do shots and you hold your nose or you breathe in fully, it's easier to do. But all I found is when I breathed in before the shot, I just gave it more of a trajectory. Like I just basically filled my body up like a super soaker, like with all the compressed air. I just put it in, just whoa.
I love. You know who doesn't tell you ways to avoid tasting shots? Are like teenagers. They're never going. Just hold your nose. They're like, fucking put it in me.
I used to do vodka in the eye.
Yeah.
I used to do the
all
ones
that.
where you'd do like a shot of Sambuca, and then you'd like put a pint glass over it, so it would burn out, and then you'd put a straw under it, and you'd suck the air from that because it's, I don't know, methane. I know that's not methane. My mum just punched the podcast. And then you down the shop.
I'd force feed midgets brandy, like foie gras, and then eat their liver. That's what I used to do. Not a whole person.
Did you ever used to do straw pedoing?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is basically you'd go out and get molested by a scarecrow. That's the dumbest joke I've ever said.
I loved it. That was great. I was so glad and sinker. Yeah, I know what stop eating. You go out, this all sounds above board. And then you got me.
Oh, fool me once, make me giggle. Fool me twice.
My bum's full of straw.
Straw pedos where you'd be able to down the shot. This you used to do that with fucking VKs. Did you ever do snorkeling?
Yeah.
Snorkeling, it was when you have a pint, you take a drag of a cigarette, and you down the pint, and then you exhale. And I hated child pseudoscience, like the stuff that had no credibility and whatever. It was like, it's because when you smoke cigarettes, it thins your blood, so when you drink while you've got the smoke in your lungs, you get drunk faster. Amazing. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Because the second the smoke's out of your body, your blood thickens right back up. It's got nothing to do with the downing of the pint and the fact that you're 16 years old. Yeah. You fucking moron.
Do you remember fairy faints?
Fairy faints?
Aye. So this was the thing. You used to stand against the wall and you'd go like breathing loads, and then somebody would push your chest and it would make you faint for a couple of seconds. Oh,
I heard about my mates used to do this.
Don't know why we did it.
No, which is weird.
What, fairy faint? Aye, alright.
We had a mate who used to do if you at playground, he'd just like, does anyone want to be put in a sleeper hold? And there would be queues of kids be like, yeah, put me to sleep. Yeah. And he was just, I'd never did it. Yeah, he just would choke him out and then he'd fall down and then get back up. Always funny when someone, I know how dumb this is, but I cannot express how consensual all of the choking out was. Like, they were literally queuing up, thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So he would choke. I never did it because one, I don't know the technique, and two, I don't want to be fucking choked out. Yeah. But one of the funny things was, and I say funny, cruel in hindsight, is, but we found it hilarious at the time, was whenever someone would passed out, he would drop them down gently, just run up and just flick them in the balls, right? Because it doesn't wake them up, but it's still stored by the time they've woken up. So it's like they wake up and like, oh, I've just come back to, what happened? We're like, it's one of the side effects of the blood loss going from your
straight
brain.
to your balls. Why don't we have a good football team?
That's it. Oh,
we're all fucking fairy faint and then choking each other out.
Man, I used to love Scottish, and I know it's probably the same elsewhere, but like old school fucking fife parties on the beach when the police would come down and ruin it. I was so terrified of the police. I once hid in a shed, like not in the shed. I know that makes more sense. On a shed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, to hide from the police.
Clever.
Hoping that they were both under 5 feet.
Their eye line. Yeah.
But they weren't even. They just.
I'm part of the shed.
They would come down. One time I was. This always just happened. I was walking around, leaving drunk, and not with drinks in hands, just drunk on a Saturday.
Leaving is a place in Scotland for any international lovers. You didn't leave drunk.
Yeah.
I was in staying drunk.
That's the oldest leaving joke.
Is it? I'm never from there, so I don't know. I'm going to go stand in the corner.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, fuck, I wish I had put it in there. The police car came around the corner. It was me and my two friends. And the police aren't looking for us. Why would they be looking for us? We're three drunk teenagers and we're walking and we're not drinking and we're not annoying anyone. Police car goes in the corner and I just jumped into a bush. My two friends were like,
not suspicious.
what are you? And the police car drove past and the guy rolled down his window and just went, bell end. And drove away.
Oh, man.
He had a point.
Growing up in Scotland.
Right, we'll move on to Muggle Corner, but I'll also just need to pause this because this is about to run out of fucking battery.
Oh, no.
Right, we are back and we're going straight into the fans' favourite game, Muggle Corners. So, Muggles Corner.
Muggle corners.
Muggle Corners, because there's so many Muggles, we need way more corners.
All the corners are really occupied.
Yeah. So for those of you that have not listened to the podcast before, Muggle Corner. Muggle is a term that we use for sort of just very normal, plain people that just do things that are just a bit underwhelming constantly, but they are overwhelmed by underwhelming things. They're not bad people. One thing we always have to clarify in this is we don't hate these people. I know it seems like we do at some points when we're ranting, that's because we're also so ashamed of the Muggle things that we do as well, because I'm guilty of half the things in the corner.
I was guilty of all the last ones. They're all aimed at me.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Fuck off.
Do you blah, blah, blah?
Apparently, he could say I did in the last one. I was like, yada, yada, yada as well. I do that one. Yada, yada, yada.
See, I just do, for me, I've realised that, you know how some people, they go, I just say fucking if I can't and it really fucks up because I'll be like, so I was out there fucking with the fucking kids.
Yeah.
And like, you were fucking kids? I'm like, no, that is what I said. Like, I'm going to be terrible in court one day.
And like, Kai did adulting as a word, like people use that, right?
Yeah.
So last time I said that I was doing adult stuff, right? But it just means like I was doing normal, like serious shit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't say adulting.
Oh, Gene says adulting. I think that's maybe where he was going for.
Because a mortgage is being an adult.
Yeah, you can't give...
Mortgage, kid. That's it.
Yeah. Kids don't have mortgages. Some kids have kids.
Yeah.
Do you remember that 13-year-old in Scotland that was meant to be the dad of that kid, but turns out... For those of this is going to be funny just for international listeners. A good 10 years ago in Scotland, there was a story about a 13-year-old boy who was going to be the father of this 15-year-old girl's kid. And then it was a huge controversy across, and we all got over the controversy because turns out he wasn't the father. Her other 15-year-old friend was, and all the controversy was got. We're like, oh, that's absolutely fair. Oh, good. Two still underage children raising something. Ugh.
And it could have been a 13-year-old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was getting laid.
I was not getting laid at 13.
I'm going off topic here, but here's a funny but sad story, but mainly funny. There was a couple of years ago, I was reading in the newspaper that, I said reading in the newspaper, it was part of my set, this stuff about sort of pedos and stuff, and someone came and told me a story, which was apparently there was this female teacher who was having sex with one of her 15-year-old pupils. Now, we can all agree that that's wrong and illegal and disgusting, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
But one of the other worst things about this thing is you've got to understand the 15-year-old was consenting. I know underage people can't consent, but in his eyes he was. But every time she had sex with him, she basically promised him that if she had sex with him 100 times, she would buy him an Xbox 360. And the police caught her on 96.
Oh, no way.
How devastating is that?
Oh, my gosh.
Like he was just like, come on. You're like, how am I going to distract myself? You've taken away sex.
Yeah.
And I can't even kill the time with an Xbox.
So, if I was 15, that would be one afternoon. So they caught him in the middle of the evening.
Yeah, oh yeah. Wait, are you saying you were shagging loads when you were...
No, but if I was given the opportunity, I'm sure I could have.
Yeah.
If there's an Xbox at the end of it as well, fucking right.
Yeah, smashing them out.
Yeah.
Right, I'll go for my first Muggle corner. So understand, if you do any of these muggly things, doesn't mean you're a bad person. Doesn't even mean you're a full Muggle. Just means you've got some Muggle in you, like we all do. And if you're guilty, you've got to go stand in the corner for 30 seconds. My first Muggle corner.
I'm so pissed off at being attacked, right? I'm going to go stand in the actual fucking corner right now. By yourself.
Right, Gareth. I think you're the first person ever that's actually gone in the corner. So my first, I'll show you. You can come over when I've said the Muggle corner. My Muggle corner is Muggles are scared of heights, and I say this as someone who is scared of heights, but in a sensible way. Right, if we're up the top of like the Eiffel Tower, I'll go up. I ran down the stairs. I go up to the top of those towers where they've got like the see-through floors. I'll stand on those. I'm like, this is uncomfortable, but I'll do it. But I'm logical about it. I'm like, I'm not going to fall through this. It's stupid to be scared of heights at this point. I know people that are scared of heights in airplanes. You're in a fucking airplane. Like that's
You can't see the heights.
That's not the scariest part of flying. I mean, if you're scared of flights, you're also a muggle.
Yeah.
Because being scared of things that have no rationale. If you're at the edge of a cliff, that's when I'm like, I don't want to go near that cliff. I don't know how fucking stable that is. I don't trust people behind me because I'll get pushed, and I also don't trust myself not to jump.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's always, even though I'm not a depressive person, I'm the happiest I've ever been. There's always that voice that goes, "Do it though." Yeah. I can't remember where it fucking came to me, but that was it. There was this fucking diving video that went viral on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it,
No.
but it was in like Norway or Sweden or something. And there's like this 10-meter high diving board, right? And it was like this little 10-minute documentary about fear and overcoming fear. And it's just they've just filmed people at the top being like, "Oh, don't want to just jump in the fucking water. It's 10 meters high and it's water. It wouldn't be that high if you could die." Like nobody dies.
Yeah.
You're not gonna die. So therefore, they're like, okay. There was one person on it I fully respected. Right, it was this 10-year-old girl, and while all these other fucking muggly adults are like peeking over the edge, like Mr. Bean in that old fucking swimming pool sketch. While they're doing that, this like little girl just climbs up and just runs and jumps out and then does it again. I'm
Legend.
like, good on you. She was clearly scared. That's fine. I'm not saying. Maybe I'm not saying being scared of heights is muggly, but letting it affect you in any way.
Yeah.
Like, just be logical about it.
I used to tell people in primary school I was scared of heights, and turns out I'm not at all. I don't know why I made up that lie.
Just thought that was a cool thing to say about yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Is this like all the
Weirdly.
people that say they're gluten intolerant? It's just like a little quirky thing about myself. I'm actually terrified
Yeah.
of heights.
Like, I used to go up the climbing frame and be like, I'm scared of heights.
It's just your way of acting hard.
Yeah. Hey, if I would do this,
Yeah.
think what I'll do to
It's
you.
you can't.
Yeah.
I'll fucking drop you
I
from
don't
here.
know, it seems to be a memory of mine. And I'm totally fine with them. Doesn't bother me at all.
Don't get me wrong, I've got muggly ass fears. I've got dumb ass fears. Here are my 3, and they're not fears. They're just like
Okay.
I can't.
You sure you want to tell me this?
Moths,
Right.
right?
What? Scared of them?
Oh, butterflies.
Oh, you told me
Here's
that.
how logical
Yeah,
this is.
before,
Not scared of butterflies. Butterflies, absolutely fine. Pretty. Moths, nah, not having that.
They're dusty.
Well, it's not the
Why
dusty.
are they dusty all the time?
I don't trust. No moth has ever looked confident flying.
Yeah.
Every moth like flies like it was a person 30 seconds ago, and it's just been turned into a moth, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And it just flaps and panics and just freaks. That's how moths fly every hour of every fucking day. I don't like them. We were in Australia. I swear to God, a moth flew into the fucking bedroom, and at first we all thought it was a bat.
Wow.
That's how big this cunt was. It was at least 3 inches long,
Yeah.
not wingspan, body. And I'm like, that thing can fuck off forever. And they're like, we'll get out for you. I'm like, stamp on the cunt.
Yeah.
It's one moth. Fuck this. Oh, you can't kill. I'm not killing moth. I'm killing this one. This is stand your ground. He's on my property. He's in my room. He's going to come in and touch my stuff. He could have flown off with a shoe. Not eating it. He could have flown off with a whole shoe.
Small dog. I remember being on MSN back in the day.
Back in the day.
Had my webcam on. Was chatting to my buddy. And
It was always a weird thing when you'd webcam your friends.
yeah. Hey, you can't hear me do anything. I'm going to type and you can watch me type. Not turning my mic on.
Yeah. Oh,
weird.
God.
So I was chatting to my mate, and he was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that?" And there was a huge moth behind me, and I was like, I'll kill it on the webcam for you."
Like physically on the webcam.
Yeah, so I was like, "Hey, watch this!" Like some sort of. This was before we had the hang-in videos. So why did I say that? Saddam just popped into my head. So took off my shoe, and I fucking welly the wall where the moth is, and it falls to the ground. And he goes, "Oh no way, let me see it." And I moved the camera down to the floor, and the moth's not there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I start looking about the room. It's flying about the room. I've hit it as hard as I could with a shoe. And my mate's like typing like, no fucking way, no fucking way. And I was like, I hit it again. It went on the ground and it started like fluttering about on the ground and flew again. And I was like, this moth is the fucking Terminator. It's the only moth I've ever been scared of. The rest were fine. But that one, 2 shoes.
That was a fucking hard cunt.
2 shoes. Really hard. Like as hard as I could. And I'm not big, but I'm bigger than a fucking moth. I could kill a moth.
Do you reckon it's because it was your fucking high heels and you didn't hit it with the stiletto bit?
Possibly.
The other 2 things I'm scared of, it's not really scared of, but I physically...
On the moth point, there's scientist people that listen to this. Is it? Scientist people.
Aye.
Can you tell me why they're dusty? I'd like to be tweeted that. Like, because every time I've touched a moth, I'm covered in dust after.
Is it not because they eat stuff and turn it into dust? Is that what they do? It's not like moths eat
like
fucking all the things.
Trees eat
no,
carbon dioxide to make oxygen.
No, but
moths eat things and turn it into
moths
dust.
eat clothes, don't they? And
Turn
like,
that into dust.
isn't dust just clothes crumbs? Like
Fucking hell.
it's covered in crumbs. They're messy eaters. They're not dusty. They're just crummy. Is that not the case? I think it is. Any scientists people want to prove me wrong?
All of them. Fucking hell, that was amazing. I really. Oh, yes, I'd like to. No, I don't think they're fucking.
No, it is because they eat clothes. Isn't that the thing?
Dust.
Yeah, they eat all clothes, and maybe like they're just hungry. And they're just like nom 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 nom. They're just getting all
Just
the.
covered in their own
Just,
shitty dust.
just either like it's like when you see a fat person eat a donut or a normal person does a donut. I
It's only the fat is eating.
I don't know
The
why.
rest of us eat the donuts in the cupboard.
Aye.
Hide our shame. I would like to know that because I don't think your reason is the right one. Second fear.
Second fear, frosted glass.
Oh, okay.
You know frosted glass?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't touch it.
Yeah.
Oh, it freaks me out. It's just.
You don't like the feel of it?
Oh, I don't like the feel of it at all. It's like nails down. It's like a nails down the chalkboard, as is the same of them. And everyone, Kai knows this, and my mum knows this, and they give him the heart. Fucking Velvet can fuck off for life.
I think I knew that one.
Velvet, fucking, that is nails down a chalkboard for me. I once went on a date with a girl, and she was wearing a velvet dress, and nothing happened.
I think he's gay.
I couldn't, and something could have happened, obviously, because I'm a dead stud, and it had nothing to do with her not liking me or anything.
Aye.
Oh, it's just worse. There was one point I was on stage with Kai in a Cardigan in Wales, and Kai always does the sound check because I'm a lazy cunt. And he went out and saw that it was a fucking velvet cover over the table and was like, don't change it. And then when he was on stage and I wasn't watching the set, he was like, Daniel doesn't know this is velvet. I guarantee there'll be one point in the show when he realises it, and watch how he slightly freaks out and then only grabs the water bottle from the top. So I'm on stage and I clock on a walk. I'm like, that's fucking velvet, that is. I'm not an idiot. I know my enemy. And I walk out, and there's one point, and I just pick up the water from the top, just not getting near the fucking velvet, and the whole audience burst laughing. I was like, fuck's this? Looking behind me as if Kai's there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't touch it. It's fucking... Ugh. And I admit
don't
those...
like the feel of it, but that's funny.
Oh, I can't. And that's the thing. I will admit those are muggly feels, but those aren't a suggestion from Muggle Corner. Therefore, they are not in Muggle Corner. What is in Muggle Corner? In fact, do you agree with the illogical fear of heights? Logical fear of heights, fine.
Aye.
But like people that go, oh, I couldn't do bungee jumping. Yes, you could.
Yeah.
It's been tested.
Aye.
Oh, I couldn't skydive. Yes, you could. Nobody dies. Oh, I
Yeah.
couldn't jump off that bridge. Fair one.
Yeah, fair enough.
That one's fair.
Do a forward flip.
Aye. Oh, I can't. Oh, a 5 metre diving board, 10 metre diving board. Oh, shut up, you.
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
Absolutely. I think fucking any irrational fear.
Aye. Well, in that case, I'm in the corner then.
Yeah. Well,
If there's any fucking moths
to
in
be
there.
fair, like for 3 fears to have,
Yeah.
you're not going to encounter them that much. It's
Yeah.
a good 3 to have.
Oh, but my biggest fear is a dignified moth sitting on a velvet throne offering me
In
brandy.
a frosted glass greenhouse.
Oh, I can't. Fucking moths can fuck off. Like, I'll kill all of them. And for all you animal lovers out there, don't give a shit. There's enough of them. It's only me that hates them. I'll kill them all. Kill every last one of the cunts. Sue me. Send me to jail. Watch them laugh you out of court. What's your next one? First one.
Oh, first one. Okay. Muggles put bees on a pedestal.
Yes, now we've spoken about this a
Yep.
fair bit. Continue with your point.
Okay. So, it's quite a popular thing just now where everyone, all the really kind of liberal people on Facebook, are panicking because the bee population's dwindling. And to be fair, you don't see bees that much anymore. So I agree with it. But they think that if all the
bees are
die,
gone,
then the world is literally going to end. They are convinced.
It's the you pointed this out to me because this started from a stand-up routine that you've got about bees, and then we went online the other day and we found this post and it was about like giving the bees the spoon.
Get a little teaspoon of sugar, and you put some water, and you make a little sugary solution.
And then
if you see the bee lying down, you give the bee.
Because the bee's just thirsty. It's just squash the cunt. Squash the cunt.
He's exhausted. Why would it save him? That's natural selection.
Yeah,
If he's not fit and strong enough to fly,
he's going to make little fucking weak ass bee babies.
Yep.
With their little fucking bee.
Whore queen. Slag.
Oh, absolute slug.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't, like that. It fucks me off. We were reading all the comments, and people were just. In fact, I'll even get some of the comments up.
Yeah. But it's fucking infuriating.
These people are so dumb. They're the.
Your argument for mine for it was the favourite. Was what are we going to do if all the bees die? What are we going to do?
We've been to the moon.
We've been to the
moon.
Like they will go.
Like we survived the Black Plague, which wiped out half of fucking Europe.
Yeah.
Right, human life is not dependent on bees. We'll work it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things that are going to kill us. So many things that means it's not going to be the fucking bees.
Bees are the only things that pollinate things. No, they're not.
Do you know we need bees to survive? No, we don't.
No.
Bees pollinate all of the plants that we eat and create the oxygen we breathe. Not true.
Nope.
They pollinate some of the plants, some of the flowers and stuff, but they're not the ones that make the fucking trees that make the oxygen. And also, we'll be fine. We the other day we printed. What is it? Yeah, we can print skin now. We can print skin.
Of course.
3D printers.
Yeah.
We can print skin. We've printed a fucking ear.
Yeah.
But you're telling me when every single fucking bumblebee dies, we're just gonna be like, oh.
Can put an ear on a mouse.
Also, if you ever find a hive and want it removed, please find a local beekeeper. They're usually very happy to help you remove the hive without harming the bees.
Fuck all else.
Yeah,
Sad
and
cunts.
also that's their job. In the same way that if there's a house fire and you phone up the fire brigade, they're like,
Are you guys happy to help?
"Oh, we'd love to. We've got all the equipment. What are the odds?"
Yeah. Here's another. Fucking honey's overrated. It's shite.
It's
It's
shite.
shite.
It's bee puke.
Yeah.
It's just
Fucking crap.
Yeah, it's-
You know it's crap. You don't have it by itself, do you?
No.
You put it on other shit.
I'll eat
You go,
hummus. I'll eat hummus by the spoonful.
Yep.
Not put it on anything. Cheese,
Oh.
same thing.
Yep.
Honey, nah.
Even milk. I'll have a glass of milk.
I'm
I
not
won't enjoy it too much.
See, I'm not a big fan of milk.
Like, I don't have it with like tea or coffee or that, but like, I could do it.
Yeah.
Spoonful of honey, I go, I mean, it's just shite sugar.
It is. It's just very shitty sugar. There's
Yep.
just absolutely no need for it at
But
all.
we made it for you. Fuck off, you bee cunt.
You absolutely-
This is how us bees talk. Oh, you fat fucker.
I do. Like, I will not kill an animal out in public, right? Because I get caught.
He's
But-
at it again.
Any fucking animal that's in my, and I say animal, insect. Any animal, it says, I'm killing it. Get out of my house. I don't. Oh, but spiders get rid of the flies. I'll also kill the flies.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate the effort, spider, but you make Gene wake me up to get rid of you, so you need to fuck off.
Aye.
And because you don't speak English, the only language you understand is foot.
Yeah. Oh,
There was one time that there was
remember Kai's story where he talks about catching a fly in his toes?
Yeah. Yeah, a fly was flying around Kai's room and he caught it in his toes. Proper karate kick.
style, yeah.
Oh yeah, lost his mind. It was one time when I was younger. There was a massive spider in my room, and I got the top of a board game box, and I just put it over the spider, and that was me. I dealt with it.
Yeah.
And that was there, and I put like a cup on top of it as well to make sure it held down. That was there for 4 weeks before I was like, right, that's dead. I can remove a dead spider.
Yeah.
Right? Lift it up.
Gone.
No spider at all. I have no
fuck.
idea where that little fucker went.
Hanging out with that hard cunt moth.
He's starting up their own little gang.
I'm gonna fucking do these cunts.
Yeah, if this podcast cuts out at any point,
Yeah.
it's because a fucking spider with 8 arms and a 6-pack.
Remember us?
The bee behind being like, they didn't feed me either.
I was lying on the ground for ages.
Oh, suicidal little fucks.
He pollinates flowers. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, we're not saying you're muggly if you save bees. That's absolutely fine. You're better people than us. But like this whole, the human life depends on these fucking yellow and black little terrorists.
Yep. Bees' only form of defense kills it.
Yeah. Imagine there's that, like...
Yeah. It's like, why we saving
Imagine kicking someone and your foot exploded.
You wouldn't kick anyone.
Yeah, I'd just be like, no, it's absolutely fine.
Doesn't matter how much
but then again, unless they would really piss me off, in which case, you know what, now I do understand the plight of the bee.
Yeah.
Right, totally agree. And we'll go on to my second one, even though I know what it is. This is more, I'm going to have to specify this down, but I'll come out with the general one. Muggles have GoPros. Right,
oh, man, I want a GoPro.
I say this as someone who's got one, and because I was totally part of the hype, like, oh man, I can film all the cool things I do. I don't do any of the cool things. I don't skateboard. I don't surf much.
You snowboard?
I snowboard. I'm not putting a GoPro on it. It costs me a lot of money. I'm not risking that.
Did I show you the photo of me with my mount on my helmet?
Yeah.
Did I show you? Oh, okay, I'll show you after.
What, you put a...
Oh, well, yeah, I got a helmet mount. I've not got a GoPro. I've got one of the 360 cameras. And I was like, that'll look cool on snowboard. So I'm going to snowboard with a... I'll show you because it's ridiculous.
Oh.
It's so...
Oh, yeah,
you know that
did.
episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes in with a big, huge cowboy hat with a video on top?
Yeah.
Like, mystery shop Apu.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
You looked like the rejected Teletubby.
Yeah.
You were the one that was kicked out for just being a bit of a pervert. But just look, if you are, the reason you're not a muggle if you have a GoPro is if you do any of these fucking extreme sports or whatever, and it's for that. Yeah. But I say this, and I'm in the corner myself, if you're one of those muggles like me, and you just bought it because you're like, I do cool things, and you realise, no, I don't. Yeah. I don't do anything cool. All I'm doing is, there's that video of putting the GoPro in the Fireball whiskey at a wedding.
You did that?
No, someone did that. They put it on the Fireball whiskey and you could see it going down during the day. I'm like, that's cool to muggles.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... I just find them so unnecessary.
I really want a GoPro.
Do you?
Yeah.
For what? What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. I go kayaking sometimes.
And what's the footage for?
Just catch the scenery.
But it's like, it's even if you do some of these things... Unless you're the best in the world at it, it's not going to look cool. Like, people who have GoPros have been so sold on the fucking adverts because they see these amazing shots of these fucking professionals snowboarding down the side of mountains, and they're like, that's what it'll look like when I snowboard. No, it won't. No, it won't. You can't link your turns. It's just going to be you falling on your fucking tailbone and crying. Yeah. That's it.
That's the worst. Yeah, because I'll fall loads as
well.
Yeah,
it's not going to be good footage. No. What are you doing it for?
I don't know.
I had one on a surfboard once. Do you know what I saw? Me underwater a lot.
Yeah.
Me panicking about how much air I had left in my lungs. I don't want to remember that. I was scared. I was scared the whole time.
Yeah. The only reason I haven't bought one yet is because of all that. I totally agree. I still really want one.
Right, I think we're both in the corner then.
Yeah. Well, I've not got one yet. I'm going to buy one and I'll happily stand in the corner.
Yeah, film yourself doing it. Here's the view from the corner.
Yeah.
I
know, I totally know what you mean.
The only time it's ever come in useful for me, the GoPro, was because it's a small enough camera. There was one time a couple of years ago, one of my friends had gone to Australia for like a year with a friend. But halfway through the trip, his friend came home. Yeah. Left early, so my friend was just going to be stuck in Australia on Christmas Day, like with nothing to do. Yeah. So I, as a lovely gift, I flew him home, but on the conditions that he wasn't allowed to tell anyone, and we'd surprise his family, we'd surprise our friends and stuff. Yeah. So that's what the GoPro was used for. I went round to his parents' house because I convinced him. I was like, oh, we'll go, we'll Skype Jordan in Australia together. I'd like to be there for that. And I go in. And I just put the GoPro down somewhere, and then Jordan just walks in the room, and then we got the reaction shot of that. Oh, yeah. So that was a good time there. Yeah. But all the other times I've used a GoPro for absolutely fuck all.
Yeah, but you don't have to publish it. Like, you don't have to put it online or anything.
But who's it for then? Is it for yourself to remind yourself of how bad you are at sports?
Kind of. I mean, you've got photos and stuff in your phone that you don't always put up, and you just keep and. Yeah, I don't want to talk you out of it, but I Because I kind of agree. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be
Yes,
fucking
you're not
living
doing the
this
cool
too-
thing.
No, you're not doing the
You're
cool
not
things.
hang gliding.
No.
You're not parasailing.
Here's me fighting a bear. Go on my chest mount.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very, and I'm totally guilty of it. I'm
Yeah.
100% guilty of it. And you know what? I will do it again.
We bought Laura's dad a
You bought the
dog
wild,
mount.
cool. Did you get it from the home?
It came real cheap. Yeah, we bought him for Christmas a dog mount for the GoPro. So you put it on the dog, and the GoPro goes on its back.
Again, that's another marketing thing from that one video
The
where they
dog running down,
they put it on a really fast dog.
Yeah.
Right? Someone was like, "It'd be cool if I do." Do you know what your dog does? Your dog eats fox shit,
Yeah.
right, and chases cats.
Wouldn't it be cool to see that in 4K?
Yeah, it's like all you're doing is potentially getting the footage of the fucking number plate of the car that hits your dumbass dog.
Yeah. Oh well, that'd be handy.
No, that would, yeah. I just feel it's a muggly thing I've done.
Yeah, put it in the
Right,
corner.
good,
Yeah,
it's in the
I
corner.
agree. But I still got a good one. All right. Controversial. Muggles have baths.
Oh, I love a bath. Oh, I love a bath.
Do you fucking set up? Do you have the candles?
I don't have a bath in the house
The
though,
bubbles.
so I don't have a bath. We've only got a shower in this house.
Right.
See, when I go to a fucking hotel and there's a bath, oh mate, do I treat myself?
Oh, you're lying in your own filth.
Yeah, but I do
Do you
that.
shower after?
No,
Whoa, you're a fucking disgusting
who
cunt.
showers after a bath?
A lot of people, because you're lying in your own fucking mingingness.
Nah, but like I don't wash my bed sheets that much. I've not. Like,
So do I. But the point stands.
it's like I'm always in my own filth.
The-
I wear socks 5 days in a row. I'm not a clean person.
But like the bubbles, the pageantry involved.
Oh,
Just
mate,
clean
you don't do
yourself.
bubble baths.
I do that. Occasionally. I have a bath every now and then. I'm in the corner, but I think they're really fucking muggly. I'll just
A glass
put on some nice music.
of wine,
Yeah,
and your kid.
the candles.
Yeah. One thing is that I'm gonna fight the corner of the bather. Right.
Okay.
There is always though the unromantic sides of baths that they never show you. Like I'm always like, oh, it'd be nice to have a bath. I'm on tour. I've got an hour before the gig. I'll just lie down for about 30 minutes, read my Kindle, have a glass of wine.
Oh my God.
And then what they don't realize is I also never am sure how fast baths fill up. So I'm naked far too early. Like I'm always so naked so far. Like it's just 20 minutes
Yeah.
of me. And I'm not putting my clothes back on.
No.
I'm in a hotel room, so it's just me naked, occasionally swishing around the water.
Yeah, oh
Never
God,
makes
come
as
on, all
much.
of this is so much. The squishing of the water around, just so it's not hot at one end and cold at the
Oh
other.
yeah, and then you get in, and then it's too hot, and then you realise.
You get out and you're red halfway down.
I get sweaty halfway through the bath
Yeah.
as well. Like I'm like, I've made this too hot. I'm sweating, and sometimes I'll need a shower to cool down. And then there's also the bit of like, you always think you just sit and you read your book and you grab your glass of wine. Now you got to dry your hands before you pick up your
Yeah,
book. Like it's
exactly.
always there'll be one bit where you
Such
put
a
your
faff.
hand down and you go, oh god, and then that towel's fucking wet, and then you go get the other one. You got to stand up, got water dripping all over the floor.
Yeah, you're doing. I mean, you said you were going to fight the corner. You've enforced everything I'm going to say.
But I
You ever
do,
used a bath bomb?
of course, of course, I've used a bath bomb.
So have I.
They're amazing.
They're great.
How do they
They're
do
muggly
it?
as fuck.
I think they are.
They are. They totally are.
Fuck. Oh, I'm such a muggle.
Listen to everything you get the candles. Why? Why does the light have to be candles?
Oh, because
it's relaxing.
it's
Not relaxing though, really, is it?
You've got to blow them out naked afterwards.
Yeah,
Just,
dripping with bubbles. Just like you've got to wipe off the bubbles before you dry yourself.
Okay, I'll tell you when a bath's not muggly, because I did have a non-muggly bath the
Right,
other day.
okay.
When we were at Nick Cody's wedding, all of our hotel rooms had these massive jacuzzi baths. So me, Reece Nicholson, his partner, and Demi Lardner just in that drinking wine and getting shit. That's fun, because in that
Yeah.
sense it was kind of like a jacuzzi. Another time, me, Tom Hott, and Guy Humphries were so fucking fucked up at 8 in the morning. Matty, the big man's house, that he lost us and he came through and we were all sitting in his bath. Now, it's important to remember, this was not a jacuzzi bath.
Yeah.
This was a one-man bath, and not a tall man's bath, a short man's bath.
Yeah.
So we all could. So it's just us with just our balls and our arses in, and our legs over the edge, just sitting there, just with joints and wine, being like, "This is fun."
Yeah.
I love being in the water when I'm fucking off my box, though. Whenever
I love going
whenever
in
we
the pool
did,
or whatever.
whenever we did the Benidorm holidays, whenever apparently there was always one night there was always a point in the evening whenever I was on pills that I think it was like 1 a.m, and they'd be like, "Oh, there he goes, and he's off in the sea."
Yeah.
And I loved it. I do love it, feeling it just being wet and.
Yeah. Oh no, I love pools and I love swimming and all that fucking shit, especially when you're drunk, Taste. But when you pour yourself a little bath and you get the towel wrapped around your head or the towel to support your neck for when you're sitting, you're a fucking muggle.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm in the corner again. I'm in the corner for all 4 so far, pretty much. I think. What was your other one?
The bees. No, you're not.
No, that. So I'm in the corner for night. Fuck me. All right, my final one. I'm going to do this. We'll get through these ones quite quickly.
Okay.
Muggles believe the moon landings were fake.
Yep.
Like, there are some conspiracy theories that I will give the time of day, right? And not a lot, but I'll give you. But what everyone who believes the moon landings were fake is not a scientist.
Yeah.
None of them are scientists, right? You find me a credible fucking scientist who doesn't think they were real, right?
Yeah.
Then fine. But it's not. It's always fucking Barry from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's what I've done the maths. Have you? You fucking moron. What uni did you go to? Oh, because it's all the. How come there's no stars? Because that's in the same way that there's no stars during the daytime.
Yeah.
How was the flag flying? As they've explained to you 1,000 times. They put a fucking chain in it. It's all explainable.
Yeah.
My dad, one of the smartest men in the world, loves the moon landing. He's got one of the replicas of all the.
Got on VHS.
Yeah, he's got a replica of like all the calculations and stuff and all the plans and stuff. And he sat there and because he's a fucking scientist, he did all the calculations himself. And I'm like, what's it like? He's like, it's genuinely impressive because. It's so impressive to go to the moon with that level of technology that we had back then. We had to understand how much effort went into it, but also, like we've done it. It's more impressive because of the distance and what it is. But I feel like it's not that hard. Like it's not a lot in space. There's no friction. You just aim and things. It's not as hard as people think. I know it's so difficult. I'm underselling it. Yeah. But
I'm going to go after this.
I've never met a smart person that believes they were fake. Never in my life. No. Oh, no, my mum occasionally does, but my dad'll... She's like, what? You know, and my dad's just in the corner fucking seething. I can't stand a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I've never really... Like, what really is there to gain?
Well, the whole argument is...
then America owns it. What? Right, okay. So that's just an ego thing.
Well, no, so it was about because it was the space race with Russia and China. It was about them being the first there and
so
stuff.
It's an ego thing.
Yeah, it was a total ego thing. So they're saying it was filmed, and you just go, but like
we weren't going up there going, oh wait, this isn't cheddar after all.
yeah. Oh,
cancel the cheddar mines.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. I just think if you're that level of ignorant. And it is a level of ignorance because you are fact picking. You are absolutely fact picking with that. That people that's. And I'll not put conspiracy theories in the corner because I'll in the future I'll just come in with other conspiracy theories that means you're a fucking idiot. But let's open with this one. If you believe the moon landings are fake, I'm sorry, I love you, but you're dumb as fucking. You're a muggle. Get in the corner.
Yeah,
Final
agree. I've got two, and I'm trying to kind of pick which. I'm going to go with muggles like vinyl records.
I think. Okay, can we put? I think we've got to put an age.
It sounds better.
No,
it doesn't.
I think we've got to put an age clause in this.
Okay.
I will allow. I think I'll allow nostalgia.
Oh, totally.
Right. So if you grew up with vinyl and that's why you love vinyl, you have that. You are not a muggle.
Absolutely.
In the same way that when I'm older, I'll go back and play Xbox 360 games. I know it's not the same thing. I know it's not you fucking muggles, but
no, 100%. Yeah,
it's nostalgia. If you were under the age of 30.
Buying a vinyl.
Muggle.
Yeah.
You're a muggle.
Ridiculous person.
I don't. Nah, you don't get to have nostalgia for a generation you didn't belong to.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it sounds better. It absolutely does not.
It doesn't. There's no science behind that at all. The reason it doesn't sound better is because they invented things to sound better, because that's what progress is.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nobody. Do you think Steve Jobs was like, I want to get all the music in a smaller place, but can we also make it sound worse than the other thing for no
great.
reason?
That'd be great.
But Steve, we've got the technology to make it better. No, I'm Steve Jobs.
thanks.
No, just make it a little bit shittier. Nah, shut up. Get better speakers. Sounds like you have shit speakers.
Yeah.
Like, that's what that sounds like.
I hate it, but no, I do agree with the age bracket on that.
Yeah, I don't know what the age bracket is. I think you'll know if you're an adult that listens to this podcast. First of all, nerd. You fucking losers. Listening to a bunch of stoned fucking 20 and 30 stuff and talking shit. Love you. Please come back.
Yeah.
But,
Share with your friends.
yeah.
Oh, wait, they're all dead, you old cunt.
But yeah, if you're under 30 and you're like, vinyl, I'm not having it. Oh, just love going to vinyl shops. Enjoy it while you can, because they're dying out, just like your kind, you fucking muggle.
Yeah, totally.
Right, sweet. Let's go through those one last time. So they were: muggles are scared, irrationally scared of heights, have GoPros, and believe the moon landings were fake.
Yeah. And they put bees on a pedestal, they have baths, and they listen to vinyl.
Oh, I do love a bath, though. I'll get in the corner of the bath and really enjoy myself. Right, let's go to our final game. Your dad jokes. Your mum put peanut butter in the roof of your dad's mouth and then dubbed over him for his wedding vows.
Your dad calls Swiss cheese Sunday cheese because it's holy.
Your dad asked for an epidural during your mum's labour because your mum's whining was giving him a headache.
Your dad thinks PPI means personal penis inspector.
And
he keeps applying for it.
Have you been missold PPI? No, but I'd love to missell it. And he goes around in a shirt that says FBI female booby inspector. Your dad has hoop nipple rings. Like big, huge ones.
Makes you slam dunk them.
Makes you pull them when he's naughty. If you pull one really far out and it goes back in, he says, "Oh, there's a snake in my boot."
You can chap the other one.
Who's home? Is the stud in?
Your dad does the pulling the tablecloth trick on your dog bed. Never works.
Dog just goes flying. Your dad runs a bubble bath, muggle. Your dad runs a bubble bath, dips his arse in, farts, and then tries to catch the bubbles on his tongue.
Your dad always orders a Happy Meal, but it never works.
Your dad faked his own death so they'd name a bench after him in the park.
Your dad pees in the paddling pool.
But he's not even in it.
No. Just outdoor loo.
He just fucking hates his grandkids. Your dad spent last month's pocket money on his campaign to become MP of Pussytown. Not even mayor. Just an MP. He's working his way up the campaign trail.
Your dad drops his trousers to his ankle when he pees at urinals, but he only undoes his fly to take a shit.
It's because he wears his trousers back to front.
It's easier.
Your dad heard our last podcast and got really upset about the things I said and now just keeps texting me crying face emojis.
You should really reply to him. When your dad broke his wrist, he signed his own cast with your mum's name.
Your dad failed dry January after having a wet dream about Anne Robinson telling him who was the weakest link.
It's only because of his nipple rings. I fraped your dad posting a status saying, Robots are for fags with a Z. And he hasn't spoke to me since. That was in 2009.
For those of you that don't get that reference, me and my dad were on Robot Wars when I was younger. At Chinese New Year, your dad says, "New Chinese year, new Chinese me," and then does the eyes, and it makes us all uncomfortable.
That's a fucking belter.
I think that's one of my favourites.
Yeah, that was... Yeah. Your dad wanted to moon people in high school, but he practiced in his mirror and it put him off. Nobody needs to see that.
So I'm proud of this one too. Your dad says he has an eating disorder, then orders takeaway and says, "I'm eating disorder, I'm gonna eat disorder, and then I'm eating that order," and then twerks out the room.
Your dad wears a t-shirt in the pool but no trunks.
He's body conscious but not dick conscious.
But arse conscious, weirdly.
Aye, it's because his moobs are bigger than his dick. Right. That's the end of the podcast for this week. I think Kai's now taking over Mondays and I'm taking over Thursdays until one of us fucks up, and it'll keep changing. You know how this works. Thanks to Gareth Wall for being on the podcast. We are doing Work in Progress on Valentine's Day.
Woo.
For those in Edinburgh, it's at Summer Hall. It starts at 7:30. Tickets are only £3. Book them online because I reckon it'll sell out because we're fucking dead good. Do you have anything else you need to plug?
Just the Glasgow show again, 10th of March. Tickets, I've got the link pinned on my Twitter.
Aye.
Which is muggly. Oh, no, it's not if it's promotion.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So that's on there. Genuinely, only a few left.
I would be. You should ask the audience because I would like to know how much clout this podcast has. If you are going to see Gareth's show and it is because of this podcast, can you
give
please,
us a tweet.
Yeah, please let him know. Just so I know how much to charge him for being a guest on this podcast. Thanks very much, guys. See you next week.